Alright, yeah, welcome back to another Magic Arena Jumpstart video. Today we're going to be trying to find some of the hidden packs that I haven't yet to open. There's still actually 11 that I haven't opened yet, which, like, you know, one of them includes Phyrexians, and that one's really the only one that I care to open because I want that sweet, sweet Phyrexian basic land. So give me it. 2,000, let's go. Angels, Doctor, or Spellcasting. We have not played Spellcasting before, so that is an automatic pick. I don't know if there's anything good in it, but we'll find out, won't we? Wizards, Reanimated, or Well-Read. Reanimated is pretty cool, however, I don't know. It seems like Spellcasting Wizards is really what we want. Or even like Well-Read. Anything that's like blue-red here, I think, is where we want to be. Reanimated didn't get Shieldred back into the pack, because that used to be part of the circulation, but they changed it. Presumably, my opinion is that they didn't want to code in Swamp Walk. But, yeah, now that they've got Shieldred in the game, they've really got no excuse to put it back, but they have actually, like, outright said that they're not going to. So I'm not going to pick Reanimated off that basis. We're going to go with Spellcasting Wizards, because that sounds pretty cool to me. In fact, oh, double vision. We should have a little bit of overlap here. In fact, most of our, like, red cards, in theory, wizards, shamans. Most of them are shamans by the looks of it. Some wizards. Some shamans. Okay, so does the blue side... What do we have? So red from our spellcasting gives us double vision. That's pretty sweet. I mean, we've got some pretty cool cards for double vision. 6 mana, draw 6 seems reasonable, for example. Discard and draw and stuff like that. Frost Breath, Baron, Tolarian Archmage is going to be our rare for the wizard side. Alright. It seems okay. I think we should be able to have a reasonable game plan here. So, you know what? It's going to be like Bounce and Burn. And that's an archetype that I do very much enjoy. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And then without further ado, let's get to it. This video is brought to you by the generous support of our wonderful patrons and channel members that you see here. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to cool content like sneak peeks, bonus videos, polls on future content, or access to a personal deck critique from myself every month, then hit the join button down below, or check out the Patreon link in the description. With all that said, let's get into the gameplay. Alrighty, opponent goes first. We've got 3-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. It's really slow. I think I'm just going to take the mull on this one. Yeah, I think so. Let's just take a free mull. Well, this one doesn't look much better at all, but I guess I will take this one. Yeah, I probably, like... I wouldn't have mulled the first hand if there wasn't a free mulligan involved, I think. So they're playing the witches or whatever it's called. I can't remember. This is a pack that I've never opened either. I think this is the one with like Bogbrew Witch and the Newt and things like that. Which is an old school card combination that's not very good. I don't think it's got like Witch's Oven in it, but maybe it does. When damage to target creature, that creature can't block, draw a card. Alright. I think we'll play that over Teferi's Protege. Although, they're spellcasting Witchcraft or whatever. I guess maybe I can just go with the Protege here. I want to set up this Living Lightning to actually have a target in the graveyard. And our opponent with their Bloodhunter Bat provides a juicier target for Hungry Flames at the very least. So 3 damage, 2 damage. Pew pew. We're not going to be playing anything for 1. We do have a shock in our deck, but we don't have it in hand, so there you go. Then we'll get in for 2. in the long term. I think that damage makes sense. We're not obviously winning the damage race right now, but double thrill. It's pretty good. If we can get a double vision, we can do that every turn. Now that would be wonderful. So from here, I think we're going to go with Lightning Visionary and then hold up and Blind Blast, perhaps. We can potentially Prowess block the Familiar and hit another X1, maybe. It's going to be hard for that to line up, I think, in particular, but... like, we're going to Blind Blast Cauldron's Familiar end step anyway, I think. Bake into a pie. Alright. Let's ping that off. Get the Hungry Flames out of our yard with a Shipwreck Dowser for the Thermo Alchemist. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Hungry Flames. We might as well try with our Teferi's Protege to pretend to have a shock. 3-2 damage, maybe? I think we'll get it. Yeah! You'd love to see it. I mean, they know that Thermo Alchemist is going to die to Hungry Flames, so to me that kind of telegraphs the potential for our opponent to have something else they don't want to die to Hungry Flames. But I'm all about the Alchemist here, I think. Heartfire Immolator can kill creatures or planeswalkers if it can get to the same toughness as them. So maybe it's actually worth killing in that regard. They'd have to have double spell, and I don't think they'll have that. I can still push through the Thermo Alchemist, so hopefully we can win the race that way. I doubt they have counter magic. Does the double cast effect... Ooh. Uh-oh. So they're shocking the Dowser. Alright, I see what they want to do here. They want to make sure that the Dowser definitely dies to Heartfire Immolator. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Right, well, we're going to go with, I think Chandra's Piling here. We managed to get 3 damage before, so I imagine we'll get it again. There we go, and now we're ahead of the race. Could go with the Living Lightning. It's a 3-2 that pushes through the Alchemist, but this thing gets double strike, and we can double strike it whenever we want as well. This is a food token, so they could bring back the cat whenever they want. Sack a creature, gain 1 life, draw a card. Reasonable. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand. Why on earth would I want to do that? It's a 3-2 that can't be blocked though, so it's probably better than the Living Lightning. So I think we're getting in. We're going to see if Cauldron Familiar wants to block the piling. And then I'm going to Thrill on combat if they don't block. Finally blocking it. It's hard to say. I think Living Lightning's probably worse. Oh wait. This isn't... I'm just not even reading that card at all. Yeah, fair enough. I thought this was instant and sorceries. I'm getting it mixed up with Kiln Fiend. Wow, Thermo Alchemist biting the dust there. Alright, well, let's get rid of the piling. And then replay the piling. Yeah, so I need to deal damage to an opponent in order to trigger this, not play instants and sorceries. Well then. That will be their rare or mythic in their pack, so we know they don't have double vision. Can Baron return itself? It cannot. Therefore, I will keep it in my hand. You'll see Cauldron Familiar come back. Probably getting sacked to the Witch's Cauldron. Maybe it stays in play, because we're at 10, so... a little bit of combat damage, you know. Will do its thing. Tempting Witch. Sack of food, I lose 3. So we're going to play Thermo Alchemist. This is a pretty reasonable turn. Going to play Baron. I'm going to say I don't care about anything that's on their board, so I'm going to bounce my Thermo Alchemist. And I'm going to play my Thermo Alchemist, which draws me a card. There you go. Look at that. Unless my Baron dies. I don't think that's happening, but... Game 1, draw 1. They could be stabilizing here. With the life gain that they've got, I could see that being the case, especially considering we're empty-handed now. Oof, owie. Kinetic Augur. Power equal to the number of instants and sorceries in your graveyard. I think I might as well go for the block here. Festering Nuke can kill Baron, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty sure that they had some sort of combat trick. But I wasn't sure how much I would actually care. So let's go Kinetic Augur. I need to have this be able to block their Kinetic Augur. Ugh. Well, guess I'll just have to do. Yeah, we are not winning this one. The Cauldron's really doing some work for them over there. Faux show. Double block. I'm gonna die to it otherwise. Dead to a removal spell as well. Complete blowout there would really do me in. Got a piling. Come on, good card. Here we go. So good. Actual god tier card right there. Vidalcan Arcanist. Sarcasm, of course. Oh no. Oh no, they're getting all their good cards. Yeah. Witch of the Moors. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained life, which they just did, each opponent sacrifices a creature and you return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. It has Death Touch and it's a 4/4, which is bigger than any of my creatures. So, big old bat. I'm going to get rid of this Arcanist. Gonna ping. That's just so bad. Okay. So they play that, drain me, make me lose my Arcanist. But now reading Piling to realize the same thing I realized, which is life loss isn't a thing either. Oh, there is a Kiln Fiend in that deck. Where's my Kiln Fiend? Take it over a Piling. Oh. Okay. I have time to respond. Tap. Shock. Untap. Tap. And then we're dead. We're not coming back from this. We have no board wipes. we can't go wide enough, and Witch of the Moors is an engine alongside the Cauldron that just never ends. So, yeah. I mean, that's it. Absolute ruffle stomp to end all ruffle stomp. I can draw 3. Yeah, I'm just going to move to the next one. I think we're wasting our time even playing anything here, so let's move on. Alrighty then, on the draw we've got a Thermo Alchemist. Any land means that I can Hungry Flames, but that's really about it. I think we'll free mull that one. And, well, this hand's bad. It is bad. I guess all my luck ran out on the previous Jumpstarts, because up until this this pack selection, I don't think we've really lost a game, or more than one game, over like 3 Jumpstart videos. And now it just looks like mono 4 and 5 drops. I'm gonna hit the mull again. Peel from Reality, 2 drop, 3 drop. Okay, this one works. This one works for me. I'm gonna go down the Invocation, I guess. Kinetic Augur seems a reasonable card that I could actually make work. At least a white deck. Probably a red. Probably a blue deck at that as well. This one... Oh god, what is this one? It's +1/+1 counters, right? Something like that. Put a counter on a target with a counter on it, or 6 to put a counter on a target. Okay, so we can bounce that later. We don't have to do that just yet. I think I'll just play Sage's Row Savant, because we want to find that 4th land. Oh, Double Vision. I really want that card, and I want it so much that I'm going to risk losing the game to get it. We've got things we can play. Can't remember the name of this one. It's like Spellcasting or something like that. Says Siege Striker. When it attacks, you may tap any number of untapped creatures you control, and it gets +1/+1 for each creature tapped this way. Could kill it with the Immolator, could kill it with the Hungry Flames. If I did the Hungry Flames, I would have an instant or sorcery in my graveyard ready for Kinetic Augur, but I could get really greedy and wait for it until Double Vision. I like greed. I like greed. It's actually, like, hilariously greedy, but I like greed. Good for battle, yeah. That's pretty good. And then they can tap to put another counter on it, so it's hitting me for 6. And then we'll Hungry Flames it and get at least a teeny weeny little bit of value, I suppose. I will take 2, but not 6, I think. And then we hope for a land. Fantastic. And then we're going to Hungry Flames the Siege Striker. We could wait, actually, on the... Yeah, we're going to wait on that. See if we can get some combat damage in. Deals 3 damage to any target, sure. Because if we prowess here, it means I can get the Tempered Veteran. Oh, this can just get summoning sick creatures as well. So we'll let him do all of that. We'll kill Siege Striker now. And that negates the Tempered Veteran's attack. Could technically even just sack it off now. This is 4, this does 3. This is nothing of note. Oh baby, Double Vision online, I'll take that. Hit for 3 and take 4 back. 5 back. There's no good attack for me, really. I'll hold back for now. If I can trade with Scuttlebutt, I'll do it. If our opponent wants to take the entire turn to Lightning Core Excavator as well, I'm okay with that. If they just want to hit me for 2, perfect. Oh god. I will take 3. Storm Sculptor. Oh, this needs double targets for both sides. Wow, this card is a lot worse than I thought it was. Alright, well, Kinetic Auger. Discard up to 2. I don't really care for the Storm Sculptor. And the Appeal from Reality just looks so much worse now that I've actually read it. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Alright, this is the world we live in. Land. Kill me. Shot. Flying, as long as it's got a counter on it. Come on, good card. That'll do. That'll do. Draw 3, discard, doubled as well. That's the kind of thing we're looking for. Blind Blast, 1 damage to a creature. It's actually 2 damage and draw 2. I'm going to get rid of the Arcanist. Oh, it's only discard 1. I want the land then. Prowess. Living Lightning and Shipwreck Dowser. Dowser with the Peel from Reality is a really nice combo. Let's get rid of probably Living Lightning, I guess. So if I wait until my next turn to do the Blind Blast or the Shock, I get double vision value. So what do I want to use my stuff on? I think I want a Shock, and if I want a Shock, that means I want to play Thermo Alchemist. And I think I can probably swing in with both, because if they do make me use the Shock here, I think I've got a pretty good attack all the same. There's a huge blowout on a double block on the Kinetic Auger and a single block on the Heartfire Immolator. Is it 6 for the counter on the creature? Sure. I might even hit the Patron of the Valiant, honestly, with double shock. Gonna put a counter on the Veteran. I guess I wouldn't be able to do that on upkeep. I would have to wait for the Tempered Veteran to do its thing before I could shock here, if I wanted to kill the Patron of the Valiant. Yeah, they're playing around it quite well there. But I've got Peel from Reality with Shipwreck Dowser, so it's not too much of an issue. Alright, so let's shock. Gonna kill the Lightwalker. And then kill the Scuttlebutt. Three damage to me. That does force a block here. putting me to 3. But that's fine, because I get to go Shipwreck Dowser, get a Peel from Reality, and that's combat sorted for next turn. So now I can get in with both. Do I use it now? Or do I use it on their turn? I mean, does it make a difference? I'm not sure it does. I'm not sure it makes a difference either way. So, my creature, their creature. I should have done this maybe earlier, I'm not sure. My creature, their creature. So this should, like, summoning sick the crap out of their board for the rest of the game, in theory. So we take the Peel from Reality. Play the Heartfire Immolator. Pass the turn. This sets up the double bounce, so they'll have to do a pre-combat Bulwark Giant, which doesn't go through anything. Yep. They'd really have to attach the short sword for that to really matter to me. Because I can just protect the Kinetic Augur with Peel from Reality. If I really wanted to. Oh, not at all. I could just not care. Patron of the Valiant. So, Peel, you. This is lovely. Peel from Reality. I like this. Heartfire Immolator. Hit you for 3. I might even go for a Blind Blast here, because it gives us a little bit more to do with our turn, rather than the Peel, but I guess it depends on what our opponent's got. I don't know what their removal looks like, other than maybe like a pacifism effect, which, you know, we don't have to concern ourselves with. Their only real play is tapping out every single turn to gain this 5 life, and we should be able to get ahead of that soon enough. Like, if I just did this here. Get a draw 2. Because my board eventually is going to get bigger, and theirs is going to get smaller. That's my thinking. So we can do a Thrill of Possibility, 13 cards left, just checking. Discard an island. Get some prowess triggers. Mountain. Is it possible for me to 5... Yeah, we can get lethal here, right? Because if I go Lightning Visionary, and then we just get rid of this and this, 3 prowess triggers, and there's 15 damage. Alright. Cool. That was a cool little combo. I like that. Like that a lot. Alright. That's our first win. I didn't think we were winning that one. It seemed like we were really struggling for a little while, but here's what it is. We got there. We got another starter deck rare. So pretty crappy on that front, but oh well. We're having fun with some Jumpstart at the very least, so on to the next one. Alrighty, on the play, we've got no double blue, but we have a Peel from Reality and a Frost Breath to throw our opponent down. Slow our opponent down, not throw them down. Although we could do that as well. Frost Breath. It's pretty good as a turn 3 play anyway. Most likely. Although given the fact that we're going to be, you know, potentially bouncing with Peel there, maybe Frost Breath doesn't do as much. But we did top deck a Vidalcan Arcanist, which is going to be very useful. So this one's like Devil's Lightning or something like that. Can't quite remember which one this is from. Is this Devilish? Is it like Fiendish? Nobody knows. Alright, stick this on red, pass the turn. What I do know is they're not going to be able to do with double vision, and that should carry us quite far. Lightning Phoenix. I like this card quite a fair bit. As a playable piece of tech, I'm all for it. Let's go with that Baron here to bounce the Lightning Phoenix. If it doesn't die, then we've got Peel from Reality active with it. So we can keep the bouncing constantly going. The only issue is a hasty creature, so, you know. It's not doing us a whole lot of good. But not a whole lot of bad either. Wizard's Retort. Not in a position that we can really work with that too much, I think. Gives our opponent a Lightning Strike back if I swing in, and almost certainly do I swing in. This comes back if I was dealt 3 or more damage. I think I just pass with Frost Breath. It's annoying, but might be the best use of my turn. Yeah, because no doubt they'd want to do that. Which means I do that. If they knew I was going to, like, Frost Breath or anything like that, then swinging with the Living Lightning to get that guaranteed 3 damage would have been much better for them. Alright, let's take a turn off for double vision. Pass the turn, and then we just kind of hope that we get back from this. I'm going to need, like, removal spells. Yeah, it's Devilish, right? Because we played this one recently. Devilish Discard. I don't know, this land just threw me off a bit. Ooh, Peel from Reality. Loses value. Come on, good card. Here we go. The one time. So bad. So bad. Alright. Well, Teferi's Protege. We can at least Peel from Reality, bouncing 1 creature here. Wowie. Yeah, the whole squad gets in here. So this thing can trade, but it has to sack another creature, so I'm gonna let them do that if they wanna mess about. They could do first strike damage first and then sack the Prankster. Gonna go with the Phoenix though. It's got Trample, so peeling it would be the only target really. That'd be 2, brings back the Lightning Strike. Yeah, I guess this is where I go for it. I'll just bounce the trampling one. I guess actually the way this works is it's still got a legal target, so I can tap this and bounce this. I actually take nothing here, right? The other one doesn't fizzle because it still has a legal target being the Hobble Fiend. Yeah, okay. So they get a Lightning Strike. They're going to have to use it if they want their Phoenix back. Which is an end step trigger. They did not want it back. Understandable, honestly. Let's go with Storm Sculptor into the trash, because I think that's where it belongs most of the time, as discard fodder. Shock's a pretty awesome pickup. Let's go Island Protege back. And see if we can get him with a 2-for-1 on the shock here. Looks like the answer's going to be no. But I can take 3 here. It's no big deal. For a post-combat shock that hits 2 creatures, I'm willing to take that. Like, it even hits the Phoenix, which is the reason why that 3 damage really hurts. Lightning Visionary. And Hobble Fiend. So, they're gonna pay. They pay. So let's kill some things. We want to get rid of... Let's see, we can block the ground creatures, but we can't really block the Prankster, so I think that one's the first to die. And then quite possibly it's Hobble Fiend, because that one can get bigger and stay bigger. It's hard to say on that one, actually. That one's a tough one. Because the flyers are a problem, but I have cards that can deal with it. Visionary needs to be enabled first. I think I'm just going to go for the Hobble Fiend. We did this in the wrong order by the looks of things. Ooh, Read the Tides. So this does not let me hold open counter magic, but I'm only taking 5, and I get to draw 6. Nice. Blind Blast, that's a good one. Alright, we hold back, but we know that we're not actually going to get that in. And we all have to discard 1. Alright, so that was maybe the worst double vision of my entire life. Goes in first, wow. Well, we block. It's got no trample, so this lightning strike during combat is either going to kill me or it was just wrong. Okay, we actually want the island. We'll go Goblin Wizardry. Look at this. Oh, baby. That gives us Wizard's Retort to not die, or it gives us Blind Blast to kill the Lightning Phoenix and draw 2. So what could that last card be that would kill me? Hungry Flames? Have we seen Shock from them yet? We haven't seen Shock. Yeah, I mean, we're taking this. I think there's no reason not to. Hungry Flames of our own. Very good. Thermo Alchemist. I will trade on the Torch Fiend here if I'm offered it. I would offer it. Alright, I think we're in very good standing now. Let's go Kinetic Augur. Dump the lands from our double vision. And Hungry Flames, the Torch Fiend. Doubled up. 2 targets means it shouldn't fizzle on the face hitting. So that's 4 damage there. And we have Wizard's Retort open, because these Goblin tokens are wizards. So unless they have 4 damage in both of those cards, we just won the game. There's a 4-1 with haste. It is now a 4-1 with haste that just got countered. Oh, Jesus. Trigger hell over here. And yeah, lethal ready to go, which is good because our hand just got suddenly very bad at defending itself. Damn. Alright, so my verdict is that spellcasting is good as long as you have double vision. Other than that, it seems a little weak. Wizards, I'm trying to think what Wizards has in their other packs. I know it has the Riptide Lab, which bounces Wizards. I think maybe it has a Narrow Meha or something like that, or a Naban. One of the big payoff Wizard cards, I think, is in the other one. We got the Baron instead, which is less valuable, honestly, but still. Yeah, that was, it was on the weaker side, for sure. Oh, baby, a Maelstrom Archangel. I actually do not have any of these. This card holds a little bit of nostalgia for me, actually. I think it's, is it Jewels of the Planeswalker 2015, which was the first Jewels of the Planeswalker that allowed you to start building your own decks. Whichever one had Maelstrom Archangel in it anyway. I used to have a really good deck that was built around this card. Deals combat damage to a player. You can cast a spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. So you could just like dump Baneslayer Angels and stuff into play with this. It was just, it was a beautiful, beautiful thing. I absolutely loved it. It was like a 5-color control deck with all the biggest payoffs. Very, very joyful to play around with, so that one's a nice one. I can definitely play that in Brawl or something like that. I haven't played it up until now, because obviously that is a mythic wildcard that I don't want to spend. So, you know, is what it is. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and if you have, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this in the future. And yeah, without further ado, gonna end it here. Take care and good night.